Welcome to another one of my trip reports. Today I will be flying with FlyPelican down to Canberra on board a Jetstream 32. Today's trip report begins at Newcastle Williamtown International Airport. I arrived here in Newcastle after flying in on board Bonza's inaugural Sunshine Coast to Newcastle flight. Being a harbour city, Newcastle's northern side is dominated by sand dunes, swamps and multiple river channels, which is where this airport sits. The airport itself is actually a Royal Australian Air Force base named Williamtown, which is named after the nearby town and is home to the Air Force's F-35s, PA-8 Poseidons and FA-18 Super Hornets, all of which were conducting many exercises, giving the airport a lot of background noise. Boy, oh boy, it was humid here. My guess is as good as yours, but it felt like nearly 90%, being reminded of the last time I was in Singapore 8 years ago. Check-in for FlyPelican here at Newcastle is located in between the Virgin Australia and Qantas check-in desks. Please note that check-in does not open until 1 hour prior to departure. Check-in today was very easy, but it took a long time. Security is directly behind the check-in area and has the most modern X-rays and body scanners that any Australian airport can provide. Once past security, you'll find a small food court and convenience store with the usual airport travel products. Soon the pre-boarding call was made and I joined the queue that was forming. Boarding today was from gate 1 Alpha. Conveniently, or rather inconveniently, the rain just started as I was beginning to walk out to the aircraft, which is a Jetstream 32 registered Victor Hotel Alpha Charlie Victor. The aircraft has had a very long and interesting history, first flying for Regional Airlines in 1993 under Golf Bravo Uniform Romeo Uniform, then changing registrations to Foxtrot Golf Mike Victor Hotel, then going to Air Normandy of France in 1999. Then to Mid-Sea Express of the Philippines under Romeo Papa Charlie 863 in 2011, then to Vincent Aviation in New Zealand under Zulu Kilo Victor Alpha India in 2012, then to Real Tonga Airways of Tonga in 2015 under Alpha 3 Sierra Kilo Yankee, and then finally being delivered to FlyPelican in 2018, where she remains. The Jetstream 32 has 19 seats in a 1-2 configuration. This evening I shall be seated in 1 Alpha. Soon an eerie silence fell across the cabin, which was then replaced by the engine starting 4 minutes late. It was very interesting hearing the startup procedure, as I was right next to the cockpit.
There is a life jacket in a pouch under your seat. Should you be required to don it, you will be instructed to do so. To fit the life jacket, take it out of the bag and place it over your head. Detailed instructions covering its wearing and inflation are on the cabin safety card in your seat pocket. We remind you that smoking is not permitted in or around the aircraft or in the aircraft toilet. Mobile phones and any other electronic devices must now be switched to flight mode.
We taxied to runway 12 via Hotel, Bravo, Alpha and Alpha 5.
Your tray table must be stowed and your seatbelt must be...
Newcastle being an Air Force base, military aircraft have priority over civilian aircraft, meaning we had to hold short of the runway for the longest 15 minutes of my life. Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff footage. After takeoff, we continued straight out over the ocean before turning south towards Canberra. Flight time today is 1 hour and 16 minutes, covering a distance of 293 miles or 471 kilometers, cruising at 14,000 feet. Let's take a look at the seat on today's flight. The seat has 31 inches of pitch. However, I couldn't find any information on the seat width, but the seat is quite narrow. In front you'll find a cup holder, and in the seat pocket is a safety card, magazine and air sickness bags. Above is an individual air vent and reading light.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now, turn it over for the second side. The second side.
After reaching cruise altitude, we passed by Lake Macquarie. Upon boarding, all passengers were allowed to grab any of the snacks provided. I picked a glass of wine, bag of chips and a bottle of water. Funnily enough, none I actually ate on this flight, as I didn't have a place to put the rubbish in. However, when I got on the ground, the wine was very delicious, and I find the little plastic cup it comes in to be super cute. In time, we also flew by Botany Bay, and I caught a glimpse of Sydney Airport's third runway. As we continued flying south, I noticed ice starting to form on the leading edge of the wing. Sitting so close to the front gave me an excellent view of inside the cockpit. I was able to see the flight path on the co-pilot's screen, which conveniently gave me an idea of where we were. One thing to note about this flight is that the lavatory door was locked. Unfortunately, that means that there is no bathroom tour. Soon we commenced our descent into a gloomy Canberra. Due to the size of the aircraft, there is no cockpit door, which also gave me an opportunity to see the terrain ahead, including Canberra Airport. Now please enjoy this unedited landing footage. After landing, we taxied back to the terminal via Delta, Juliet Hotel and Charlie, and we pulled into Gate 3 45 minutes late. I decided to cut my recording short as my connection time here in Canberra had been reduced by 2/3, giving me a very short 10 minutes to get to my next aircraft. And I wanted to be ready to sprint to the other side of the terminal. Despite the delay, which nearly ended in disaster for me, this flight was very good. When you fly with FlyPelican, you can't expect luxuries on this flight, as the aircraft cannot accommodate much. But there is something really cool about that, and I love that you actually get to meet the pilots beforehand. If I hadn't have booked this stupidly short connection time, I wouldn't have been as stressed as I was when I was disembarking. So don't make the dumb decision that I did. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. And make sure to push that notification bell if you enjoy my content. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later.